Hey, what's up everyone? How's everyone doing today? Hopefully everybody is doing good. I see we got Blake Lee. What's up, Blake? I think I need to turn my microphone up just a little bit more. So 1 second, everybody. Let me find the microphone filters. And I need to add a little bit more gain. Let's try that. All right, hopefully that should be good. Let me turn the music down a little bit. That'll be better. Alrighty, what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing today? Yeah, I mean, really, it's a Q&A, so whatever is playing on the screen is just something to look at while we're live streaming. Alrighty. Tab, I'm doing good, buddy. Thank you. What's up, Corey? Fatto, what's up? Akru WR, how are you today? How do you buy the Beak drone in the new update? I'm not really sure. I mean, some of the drones aren't really available at the moment. So we're going to have to see what they decide to do with them. I don't know if they're going to put them in the daily deals or if they're going to be event prizes or what. But we just kind of have to wait and see, I guess. But yeah, as of right now, there's not a lot of easy ways to get some of the drones. How do you get pro robot and war robots? What do you mean by pro robot? Like how to get the good robots? There's a lot of robots you can just buy in the build in the workshop. There's a lot of really good robots in the workshop. Some of the newer robots you have to pull out of the special delivery crates. There's a lot of different things with crates where you can get some really cool stuff. But it depends on which type of robot you're looking for as to how to get it. So if the stream's laggy, you might want to restart your phone or make sure your Wi-Fi is doing good. It's not lagging for me. Trebuchet on Fujin. That used to be a really awesome setup back in the day. Nowadays, though, Trebuchet's not so great. I used to love Rajin. Yeah, Rajin with Trebuchets. I used to play it all the time. It was awesome. Best weapon for Typhon. Right now, I really like the Blight type of weapons. I think Blight's the medium one. The radiation weapons, those are awesome. Pulsars are awesome. What else is good on there? There's a couple other weapons I know I like on there as well. Now, if you like to play up close, the sonic weapons or the cudgel or the mace, sonic weapons or mace are really good. But it depends on if you're an up-close player or a far-range player. Yeah, hazards. I always get confused which one's heavy, medium, and light. Alright, so you're not seeing the leaderboard. The leaderboard should be on your map, I do believe. So if you're in your hangar, down at the bottom left corner, there should be a thing to click on that says leaderboards. Let me go ahead and open up my phone and click on it. Alright, so currently there's some sort of issue with it, so you're just gonna have to wait till they fix it, I do believe. It currently looks like the leaderboard's just not working, so they'll get that back up and running one of these days. Everything at once says Dangler. What do you do with all the extra pilots? Well, I would say probably keep 2 of every pilot and sell the rest. Unless you're one of those crazy people that wants to run like 5 of the same robot. But I'm not one of those crazy people that wants to run 5 of the same robot. Some people are really into that, but yeah. Not my thing, right? Not my thing at all. I like to have really like one, maybe 2 of each robot at the most is all you really need. Too many is probably not a good thing, you know? You don't need to have like 50 of each thing. Some people like to have 50 of each thing, but yeah, I'd rather not. But yeah, pretty much sell them. Sell them all. If you don't need it, sell it. It doesn't give you much, but hey, there's no point in keeping all those around, honestly. Christy, War Robots has a few games. They got a couple mobile games, a couple PC games. So yeah, they got all kinds of games for War Robots, actually. This one's called Little Big Robots. I mean, it's kind of just a goofy little thing, kind of like Brawl Stars or something. Alright, so what is the best tank? Personally, I think one of the best tanks right now is Fenrir, if you can get the Bernadette Wolf. Fenrir is probably harder to kill than any other robot in the game at the moment. So yeah, if you want a good tank, check out the Fenrir. It's pretty awesome. It's not really that hard to get, but you do need to get the Bernadette Wolf pilot for it. Like, if you don't have the Bernadette Wolf, it's not anywhere near as good because that pilot gives him a crazy amount of hit points. I think it gives him twice as many hit points, so that really turns it into a super tank. Yeah, Fenrir has been one of the best tanks in the game for a really long time, and still is, luckily. I hope it stays that way. What's up, Burso? Everything at once. You don't like the Fenrir with the Bernadette, huh? Alright, so Tab restarted his device. Yeah, some days the old Wi-Fi is not good. Is Fenrir good with rust weapons? Ghost, I don't like it. That doesn't mean it's bad, but I don't like it. It didn't work well for me when I played it. Now, generally, the rust weapons are good on everything, but I just don't like them on the Fenrir. You might love them. A lot of people do really like it, but I just did not enjoy playing that setup at all. Now, I love them on almost everything, but I just don't like them on there. But I'll tell you what, like right now for mediums and lights, pulsars and magnetars are some of my favorites. I think I'm going to be doing a Phantom build coming up here in a couple of days. Dark Knight, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I heard there's a Stellar Sirius and Stellar Aurora Environ weapons. That's going to be pretty interesting. Christy, I hope you heard me. It's called Little Big Robots. If you're comfortable playing Raven up close, yes, Sonics are pretty good as long as you're not lagging. What's my favorite Magnetar build? Man, anything that can hold 4 Magnetars is awesome. Like Leech with Magnetars is great. Typhon with Magnetars is great. Raven is great. Fafnir, if you like the Fafnir. Good weapons for Seraph. Well, a lot of us still really like the punchers, but not everybody does. There's a few people who don't enjoy the punchers for some reason, but punchers are pretty awesome. I like the punchers a lot. The radiation weapons are really good on top of Seraph. Okay, I'm having a brain fart. 2 of my favorite weapons, Redeemers. I love the Redeemers and the Glories. If you're comfortable playing the Seraph a little closer, Redeemer and Glory is sick. Yeah. The heavy radiation weapon is really awesome on top of Seraph. Another one that was fun was Vipers. Not the most ideal, but very fun build. Yeah, I was really enjoying that a lot, actually, when I played it. I had a really good time. I mean, not everybody loves it, but I really do. Vipers have one major flaw, which is the long reload time. Tab, I don't know if you can time drop in that game or not. This is just pre-recorded game footage. Like, I am not talented enough to play and pay attention to the comments really well, so. Right now, you're just seeing prepaid game footage. What's up, Mark? How's it going, buddy? Nice to see ya. Alright, so special edition robots, normally those are given away in an operation. Sometimes they sell them in the daily deals. Every once in a while they may be given out for some sort of event prize. Some of the key chests have special edition robots, so if you don't see it in one of those type of things, then you just kind of have to wait till they make it available again. So most of the special edition bots is kind of hit and miss as to when you're able to get it. They don't make those available ready all the time. Alright, so Ravi, I really don't know when they're going to decide to do the 40% Titan upgrades. They don't tell us that kind of stuff. They pretty much just do it and we find out the same time as you guys do. MC Hamster, what's up, buddy? War Robot seems to be working just fine on Android except for the leaderboards aren't working. Yeah, if you look in the super chest or the key chest, you'll find all kinds of different robots and stuff in there. Naruto, normally I like playing close range. Now there are some robots that I enjoy playing long range, but I like beacon games. When you're playing beacon games, longer range setups don't always work because you have to get the beacons and hold the beacons, so you're often fighting people face to face or close to it. So when you're playing beacon games, you really need to have close range robots for the most part. Now you might see me run maybe like one long range robot occasionally, but it's not always ideal. If you know what I'm saying there. But yeah, I mean, I do like long range if I play team deathmatch, but I don't like long range so much on beacon games. So Ravi, there's apparently some sort of a problem with that task. You can do everything just right and the task isn't unlocking, so I think they're working on fixing that. That's just a game glitch, unfortunately. Here, let me turn the music down a little bit more. What I don't like about the Streamlabs streaming service is it doesn't actually tell you what level the music's at. It's got a decibel meter, but the decibel meter doesn't have numbers on it. So it's hard to judge how loud your music is without having the little numbers on it. I don't know why they did that, honestly. Like, normally there's a little number indicator to show you know how many decibels your audio is at. Ravi says Luchador is good with Lantern or Vajra. Yeah, I mean, if you like playing the long-range Luchador, then the Lantern type of deal is good, but Maha Vajra is really good, or the new Viron weapons are really good. Yeah, the game is pre-recorded. Thing is, it's a Q&A stream, so I'm just here to answer you guys' questions and hang out. What's up, JR? So I just throw something up there for you guys to look at while we're doing this. All right. Is that on? Yeah, that's on. Cool. Dark Knight likes the intro. I'm not really a big fan of it. Alright, other than shotguns, what would be a great brawling weapon for the Fenrir? Yeah, flamethrowers are pretty good right now. Tyrannon Magnum is not Tyrannon Magnum, I'm sorry. Tyrannon Redeemer is pretty decent. Redeemer and Pulsars is excellent. I really like the Redeemer and Pulsars a lot. For brawling, what else is good at the moment? Things change in this game so much, it's crazy. Some people do like the Sonic Fenrir, but honestly, I think it's very hard to play because you're a little bit slow. So trying to get really close to the enemies before they lock you down and beat you up is a little bit hard to do. Let me look through the rest of the heavy weapons. Is there anything else in there? A lot of people do like the rust weapons, like the Talons, but I don't really enjoy them on there. Nucleon can be a pretty decent weapon. Puncher Magnetar would be, I mean, Puncher, oh my gosh. It's one of them days today. Puncher Pulsar would be pretty decent. That's really about the only weapons I see that I would want to run on there, honestly. I did try the new laser weapons the other day on the Fenrir, but I didn't like it. Why am I not a big fan of the Indra? I just don't enjoy playing it. Everything says, what about Shredder and Puncher? Yeah, that would be good. Puncher and Shredder both do huge amounts of... Oh, wait, no. Shredder doesn't work on a Fenrir. Shredder's a light weapon, so you would have to go with Pulsar and Puncher. Okay, so Bane and Venom must have been nerfed again. I think they must have done a silent nerf or something on it, and unfortunately, it is not doing well. I set up a whole hangar of those weapons, the toxic weapons. Oh man, I was really disappointed. I was going to make a video on it and it just did so bad. I played about 10 games and I'm like, you know what? These are terrible. And it sucks because they used to be really good. All right, Cooper, what's up, buddy? Rx, how's it going? What about Avengers? Can I dibs Avengers for tomorrow? I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah, Dark Knight, I do think Maha and Mahavajra could use a little bit of a nerf. At close range, they're way too deadly. I think they should make so they do less damage at close range and a little more damage at like 500 meters or something. They really need balance down a little bit. You're playing Indra with Cinders? Ha! That sounds kind of fun, I guess. I just don't really enjoy playing the Indra. Most of the Titans right now I don't like that much. Alright, everything wants to know, should I upgrade my Arthur? I probably wouldn't. Arthur is... man, it's hard to keep alive these days. I tried to set up an Arthur with like the new repair amplifiers and the new weapons, and it actually did halfway decent, but if I put like the stuff that's easy to get on him, even if it's maxed out, he's not doing very well. So I think Arthur is kind of not so great at the moment. Out of the old school robots, I think the Ming is about the best one, but you have to have specific weapons for it though. You kind of need to have the blindy weapons on the Ming to make him good. Or the new, the Lance and Glaives are really good too, but... I'll bring back up through the chat here. Antisocial says, every once in a while they sell a bunch of different Mark II special editions at once in the shop. Usually for $3 to $5 per item. Yeah, some of those deals are crazy good. If you guys have a couple bucks to spend, a lot of those daily deals are sweet. What do I think of the Wasp? Did I answer that one already? I know I was going to, but I can't remember if I did. So Wasp is a nice weapon, but the only problem is it has a really long reload time. You find yourself out there waiting to reload more than you do firing, I think. Alright, Ghost wants to know, should I buy a luchador? It's hard to tell you which Titans to buy because it's really going to come down to personal preference which ones you like. Now, I personally feel that Luchador is still a good Titan. It's not the best Titan out there, but it's a good Titan. Blake Lee, Smileys, how you guys doing? But if you play the Luchador properly, it can do very well. Like, a lot of people will grab a Luchador and they try to jump into a group of like 5 enemies and then they get wrecked. On a one-on-one or maybe one-on-2 situation, the Luchador is going to be amazing, but I don't care what it is. If there's too many people shooting it, it's not going to do well. Dark Knight says Sirius needs a buff. Yeah, I have a feeling it's probably going to get a buff on the next update. What I notice is nobody's running it, and normally when nobody's running it, that's when they start buffing stuff. So I do expect to see a nice buff on the next update. Ah, Sharesh wants to know, is it worth building a Falcon? I'm a big fan of the Falcon. It's actually something I plan on making a video for. I plan on doing a Falcon video and a Phantom video coming up. But yeah, I actually really like the Falcon. Like, it got buffed recently. It's doing great. If you build it right, it's awesome. I still got to figure out what drone is going to work best on him and stuff like that, but everything says, is Mender worth purchasing if you have the pilot for it? Yes. I can't guarantee if you're going to love it or not, but I think the Mender is a really awesome robot if you can get the hang of playing it. I think it's a little bit tricky to play. It's not a really easy robot to play in my opinion, but it's a very good robot. Now, I'm not really good with it, but I know some people who are. I mean, a really good Mender pilot is a big help to a team. I actually wish I were better with Mender because I know my team would really benefit from having a Mender running around. You're using a Retaliator Heimdall. Now, Heimdall is okay, but I don't really like the Retaliators. But yeah, I really do think they're going to end up buffing the Sirius. I mean, I can't guarantee it, but I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. No guarantees, but probably. Alright, so the music is glitching out on me a little bit. Yeah, I got a new thing set up on the audio, and it's a beta. It's a beta thing where you can just grab the audio from each thing separately. And it does seem to cause a few weird issues here and there. I'm trying to see if there's any type of setting I can use to maybe fix that, but I don't see anything. At least it only seems to do it every once in a while. Alright, so Smiley says he wishes they would slow down the new content. I totally agree with you, my friend. Way too many things coming out way too fast. It's very hard to keep up with all of it. So yes, we definitely need a little bit of a slowdown on all the new robots and weapons and titans. It gets a little bit crazy. It gets really crazy, honestly. We just want to play a game and have fun, and man, some days it's nuts. Some days it's crazy. But you know, what can you do, I guess? Tab says, does anybody play Roblox? No, I've never actually played that game. Ghost says the retaliators don't do much damage in higher leagues. Yeah, you know, those were great weapons for a long time, and they nerfed them. They said these are too strong for starter weapons, and well, unfortunately, they nerfed the crap out of them. I think they nerfed them way too much, honestly. But yeah, the retaliators were doing really good at one point in time. I don't think anybody's able to send you any robots, bud. The only way to get free robots is to enter a giveaway, and maybe you'll be super lucky and win. So unless the people who make the game have a giveaway arranged, unfortunately, there's no way to get free robots. Dark Knight says, Danny, you want to know what I'm running? You're probably going to tell me what, all Cossacks? Cossacks? Hope you're not running a bunch of Cossacks, my man. What's up, Echo? TTD, Tanky Time Drops. I've never actually heard of that. Sounds fun, though. Alright, so you've entered all the giveaways. One thing with giveaways is there's a lot of people entering, so you got to be really lucky to win. You know, there might be like between 5 and 200 items to give out and a couple thousand people entering, so it's not easy to win those things. The random, you got to be really lucky for the random comment picker to choose your comment. Echo, I don't know how anybody could get 40 million. That would be crazy. Where did you see 40? The only way I can think of getting 40 million without hacking is, let's just say you were the last person left on your team and all the enemies decide to just sit there and let you shoot them. There is a way to get really high damage doing that. So it's either one of those things or probably a hacker, because I don't think anybody's going to get 40 million. That's insane. I could be wrong, but I highly doubt anybody's hitting 40 million damage legitimately. I could see maybe somebody would hit 20, but 40, no freaking way. It's almost impossible. Arok said Adrian hit 24 million. That would be a very nice score to hit. Yeah, I mean, honestly, getting over 10 is very hard. I mean, occasionally I hit 10, 12, 13s. On an average game, you're looking at... Well, I can't really say that because some of those games are 2 minutes long or 3 minutes long. And usually on those ones, you're getting like, I don't know, 2 million, 3 million damage. On a really good 10-minute game, if I did a lot of fighting, I might end up with 10 to 14 if I'm lucky. Probably 5 to 8. 5 to 8 is kind of normal for a really good game. Go says Heimdall with 2 anti-control, 1 antimatter, and 1 heavy armor. Do you have any onslaughts? Or grand balance units? I think right now I run on the Heimdall. If I remember correctly, I was running 2 onslaughts and 2 grand balance, and that was pretty awesome. Let me look. Let me see what I run on mine. Hold on. Let me double check. I want to make sure I'm not telling you the wrong thing here. Alright, so on Heimdall, I would... Oh, those are weapons. Those aren't modules. Alright, so... Yeah, 2 onslaughts and 2 grand balance is generally what I run on there, and I really like that. Now, anti-controls are very nice, actually. Anti-controls are very good. I mean, the antimatter, if that's all you got, definitely run it. I mean, 20% more is very nice. I have no idea what the music is. It's just whatever YouTube provides on their playlist. Like, I currently don't have the media player open and up on the screen. Let me try and see if I can figure out what this is. 1 second. Okay, the media player is on the other screen. So currently there is something called the 19th Floor by Bobby Richards. 19th Floor by Bobby Richards. This is on the YouTube audio library, so YouTube provides music like this for us to use to stream and stuff, which is pretty cool. Can you post it on chat? Post what? Smiley said I hit 10 million one time. It was TDM. Dark Knight said I've only hit 5.4 million. 5.4 is still good. I will say that. And that's a nice score in my opinion. Oh, I don't know what it was the 19th Floor by somebody. 19th Floor or something like that. The thing's on shuffle, so it just randomly picks songs. I think it was by Bobby somebody or the other. Yeah, I'm not I don't have a good memory. Yeah, if I play free for all, I get a lot of big damage games. I think free for all is probably the easiest to hit a lot of damage on. But generally when I'm playing beacon games, I'm more focused on getting and holding the beacons than doing damage. Because there's a lot of times where once I get a beacon, I'll just set on it for a while. Even if there's nobody around to shoot, hey, I'm going to set on it. I don't want them to steal my beacon. So, I mean, there's some players that just chase the damage all the time, but I don't think that's the right way to do it. Alright, let me look at the Discord real quick. Let me find the Discord real quick. Hope is asking exactly what the question is. Oh, it's one of the Overdrive people. What in the world? They've all got 17 million damage, 40, 30, 18, 19. Okay. I think I know what happened here. Okay, you were saying the tanky, you were calling this the tanky time drops, correct? I did hear something about this. Now that I see that photo, what? Okay, so Overdrive has a time drop every Saturday night, I think it is. Usually I'm in bed when they're doing it, but I guess what they do is to get that kind of damage is everybody drops in like a Fenrir with nothing but the toughest builds, and they all run to the center beacon, and then they have like healers around to just heal them up, and they just beat the crap out of each other with the giant group of tanks and the healers, and they just keep healing and healing as they're damaging each other. And I guess they're able to get ridiculous amounts of damage out of that or something. So I've never actually seen it, but I have heard about this. But yeah, so I guess Overdrive always has a crazy time drop on Saturday. I guess it's, for me, it's Saturday morning, because I think it's in the AM, but like midnight or 1 AM when they started or something like that. I don't know. But, you know, that would actually be fun to go into a time drop game where everybody did that just to see what happens. Tell everybody you got to run 5 Fenrirs today for the time drops. So yeah, that might not have been hacking, guys. That might have just been a bunch of crazy people running crazy stuff, doing crazy things that normal people don't normally do. Smileys, have you tried to play the Rhino recently? I busted my Rhino out maybe 2 or 3 months ago. Oh my god, it sucked. I was really disappointed. I was like, wow, this is one of the worst robots I've ever played. Problem is, you can't turn until you take the shield down, and when you're waiting for the shield to go down, people will kill you before you can even move. So, yeah, it's very bad. Very, very bad. What bots do you consider as skill bots? Well, I would say the Orochi would be a skill bot. It dies so darn easy, you got to be really good with it. I think Ravana is kind of a skill bot. Mercury is a skill bot. Strider is a skill bot. What else? What else? Spectre. Spectre would be a skill bot, because if you can keep that thing alive, good luck. Yeah, there's a lot of skill bots out there, actually. MC Hamster says Ravana is a skill bot for sure. Yeah. In a way, so is Indra. Indra is sort of a skill bot too, because you gotta time the abilities perfectly. If you don't time your abilities right, you're probably gonna get stomped. Smileys, you run 2 in your hangar. 2 what? Rhinos? You're running 2 rhinos? Holy moly, man. I don't know about that one. I'd put something else in there. Maybe a nice Cossack to replace that rhino. Nice Cossack would probably do the trick. That might be a good way to do it. Ah, Dark says Scatter and Havoc is good on Amugi. Yes, very good. If you like the Amugi, you'll probably love that, actually. My voice is getting a little weird. Like it's kind of cutting out or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure what it's doing, but... Or popping. It's kind of making little popping sounds. What a pain. Dark Knight's got a Fenrir, a Falcon, a Mender, a Wayland, and a Ravana. That's a very interesting deal. I've been trying to play the Ravana lately. I'm not really digging it. I used to love the Ravana, but I can't really get into it right now. Okay, so you want a glaive, but you haven't received it yet. 15. Can you give me your player ID and your platform? I'm gonna have to put you on the missing items list because I'm pretty sure you should have got it by now. Let me make a new folder on my PC. A new text document. Give me your player ID and your platform, and I will let them know. So as long as you didn't type it in wrong or something like that, they'll check to see whether or not it was sent to you. And if they see that you never received it, they should send a new one out. Only thing is, sometimes they might look at that like once every couple of weeks or once a month. So they're very slow at sending out stuff on the missing items list. But they will check eventually. I'm sorry that you never got your thing, but I'll have to let the game manufacturer know that it never showed up yet. Oh, I can't really look at your hangar. I don't have the thing open. The game's not open right now or anything, but... Alright. Stuck on the scavenger event. Yeah. Saber, unfortunately, that is a broken quest. So they're going to have to fix it. Everybody's having problems with that one. So eventually they're going to have to get that fixed out. I would hope in the next day or two they'll have that quest working. But yeah, everybody's having problems with it. So hold tight. They'll get it fixed eventually. Hopefully sooner than later. Yeah, I think everybody's kind of stuck on that one right now. Tiago, hello. He says something about Warbot Trash, TNCOT. I don't know what that means, but alrighty. Big says, I am. Oh, Andrew says it was fixed today. That's good. Hopefully it's fixed for everybody. I definitely hope they got it fixed for everyone. But yeah, everybody was kind of wondering if they were doing something wrong, but nope, it's just a glitch. Yeah, leaderboards are offline, so something's going on with the leaderboards. As to Danny, did you hear me about your player ID, buddy? Put that in the chat along with your platform if you're on like Android or iOS. All right. Where are we at here? Where am I at here? I'm not even sure how you find somebody's hangar. People. Invites and search for commanders. There we go. 7HR. CQJ. Alright, so your hangar, you got the Aljun, Harpy, Orochi, Scorpion, and Falcon. Aljun Ember, Harpy with shotguns. That's an interesting choice. Alright, you got some Vipers on Orochi. Igniter, Blaze, and Venom on a Scorpion. Definitely not really what I would call a perfect weapon setup, but it'll work if you need it to. And Puncher, Calamity on the Falcon. Yeah, that's pretty good. The only problem with Calamities right now is the fact that there's so many anglers and stuff that go into stealth and then you lose your lock-on. That's the main problem with the weapons that have lock-ons like Calamities, is so much stealth on the battlefield right now is ruining those weapons and making them really hard to use. But I mean, honestly, I think the Calamities, Sparks, and Scourge are amazing when there's not a bunch of stealth in the meta. Right now, everything has got stealth, which is ruining a lot of things. Do you have WR on Steam? I actually do have a Steam account, but it says I've played a total of like 2 hours on that account. So I think it's still in like the Bronze League or something. Dark Knight's making a Niter. Yeah, those are good. Smiley's, I have played that game, but I didn't like it. He's asking about the Battle of Titans game. A lot of people seem to enjoy that one, but I just can't get into that one, though. Not my thing. Can I check your Steam War Robots? No, not really. I would have to open the game on my PC, and that would be a big old pain in the butt right now. What did I see? All right, so ask to Danny. Do you happen to have your player ID and platform, bud? Oh, there it is. Let me figure out how to copy this off of here. Copy and let's paste this here. Paste. Copy that. I wish I had a full-size keyboard with me. I kind of have weird streaming circumstances, so I have a little teeny keyboard next to me right now, and I can't really type on it very well. But yeah, I will let Pixonic know for sure that you're missing your item. Smileys, I don't know. I think the Raven's pretty good as it is. Raven's kind of a skill bot. Now it goes into stealth. It's pretty awesome, really. I think the Raven's actually an awesome robot at the moment. I really enjoy playing it. Like, I mean, it could use a little bit of a buff, but I think it's still pretty good as is. You got to learn when to time the abilities correctly, I think, on him. That's the hardest part on a lot of these robots, is proper ability timing. Huh. Yeah, I keep hearing my voice popping on the stream. I wonder why it's doing that. I think it's something with the streaming software, actually. Not 100% sure, but not sure else what it would be. Edit filters. Close. Close. Let me close all these plugins. I doubt that will help, but hey, there we go. Sup, Kron? How you doing? Alright, so Smileys, you like the Bulwark, huh? I don't really have a whole lot of luck with the Bulwark. I have very little experience playing him, though. I'm not much of a Bulwark player. I remember there's a couple times where I played it and I loved it. There's a couple times where I played it and I hated it. So I don't really have much of an opinion on him at the moment, but it seems kind of like a hard robot to play. What about Kid War Robots? Do you happen to have the Rust weapons, asked Danny? The Sonics are good. The Rust weapons are good. Pulsar Magnetar is pretty decent. Pretty much any type of shotgun is pretty good on there. Smileys, I don't really ever see Bulwark anywhere. Do you see that in Champion League? I haven't seen a Bulwark on the battlefield in a long time. Andrew says, I've never seen the Bulwark in Champs. I see him every once in a while, but it's very rare. I should put one in again and play that thing. See if I can figure out how to make it good. Anti says he's seen one once right after the weapon rebalance. As to Danny, you're welcome, buddy. Why is nobody using Bulwark and Dragoon? No, I don't really like the Dragoons. I don't know if it's the reload time or they just don't feel like they do a lot of damage, but last time I played those, I wasn't really into it. Maybe I'll have to try those out again. I can't remember if I've played those since they got buffed. Oh yeah, Atomizer Corker would be pretty good on a Mugi. The thing I like about the Atomizer and Corker is if you're at point blank range, you never have to reload. They just shoot and shoot and shoot, and hey, no reload at all. It's kind of nice. I don't really see Orochi very often, but yeah, they do have Orochis in Champion League. All right, we got Mitos in the house. How you doing, buddy? Dark Knights wants a Shoots. Shoots is pretty bad, actually. I've got Shoots, Boa, and the Golem, and oh my god, I tried to run a Boa a couple weeks ago. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna build this one up. It was terrible. It was terrible. I was like, oh yeah, I'll make a Boa video. And then I'm like, no, this does not work. I could make a video of those 3 robots getting their butts kicked one day. I put them in there and you guys could just watch them explode over and over and over. Kron, you know what? It told me I need a second hangar to complete Battlegrounds, and I don't have a second hangar. I don't want a second hangar. I refuse to buy a crappy second hangar because it causes so much extra work when you have to change things around and move stuff or sell anything. Having 2 hangars is horrible in my opinion. Like, I've been trying to get them to remove the second hangar on the Battle Rec account for a while, but they said they can't do it. But I'm definitely not buying a second hangar on my personal account. I actually started recording a video for Battlegrounds. And I got to the point where it said, oh, you need a second hangar to complete this. Then I got upset and I complained and scrapped the video. But yeah, I haven't even tried it again since because I'm not building a second hangar. I mean, I guess I could do it on the Battle Rec account, but I dislike the fact that you have to have a second hangar so much. I said, screw it. I'm just not messing with this. I almost made a video complaining about needing the second hangar, but I talked to a lot of people I know, and not everybody's upset about needing the second hangar. So I said, all right, well, I guess some people like that, but not me. I'm not into it. I don't like that at all. Not at all. Anti, if you have a second hangar and it's not full of robots with weapons and modules and everything else, it messes all kinds of stuff up. It causes a lot of headaches and extra time spent messing with stuff. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. So this is what I'm going to tell you guys. For the Battlegrounds, if you have an armadillo drone, your robots won't be able to die if you have armadillos. Andrew, how's it going? What do you mean by level 4? He says, what bots in level 4? I'm not quite sure what you mean by level 4. Or what bots in level 4? Ah, in Hunting Grounds level 4. I don't know, a bunch of spiders, I guess. Creepy, crawly, nasty spiders. Yuck. Yuck, 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 spiders. Kron says, I wish I had an armadillo. I don't really love the drone like anymore after the rework. I don't really find myself using the armadillo on much, but it's really good for the Skyros and it's really good for the Battlegrounds thing. A corrupted invader. That would be kind of cool. That would look like a really angry spider right there, I bet. Alright, so Andrew, the best robots I've found for hunting grounds so far has been Seraph and Angler. When Seraph goes up in the air, he can shoot several spiders at one time, and Angler's ability will melt several spiders at one time. Now, as far as other robots, I've tried a bunch of them, and the only ones I really liked were the Seraph and the Angler so far. So you're brawling with a Cinder Heimdall. That would be hard to do, I think. I tried to run a Heimdall Cinders many times, but it didn't really work out for me. I thought I was really going to like that setup, but I just didn't. It didn't really do it for me. Didn't do it for me. Starting to yawn a little bit. Is my voice glitching out sometimes for you guys? Like a little popping thing? I don't know what causes that exactly, but I can hear it. You know, I tried a Minos with Cinders on the hunting grounds, and it didn't do very well for me. Mine got stomped really fast. The spiders just killed it off. I was like, wow, I was not expecting that. Now, that was on the last hunting grounds. That wasn't on the new one. But yeah, Seraph with the rust weapons is probably the best setup I've found. If you can make that setup work, it is awesome. But yeah, I've found nothing better so far. Has anybody else found any other bots that work really well for the hunting ground besides Angler and Seraph? I mean, I would assume Fenrir would probably do pretty well because it's very hard to kill. I haven't tried it though, so I don't know for sure. Arok says the Fafnir. Now, somebody I know said they tried the Fafnir and it didn't go so well. The robots just killed it through the shield. Ah, serious. I recently made a video about the Fenrir bot. I can't remember exactly what my pilot skills are, but I show you the ones that I run on that video. I probably made it last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, a week ago. If you go check that, I go over my whole favorite Pulsar and Redeemer build on the Fenrir, which is awesome. It is such a good build. Yeah, you definitely want to get the Armor Expert. You definitely want to add Roadhog. Those two are pretty much needed on every single robot. The first two skills I make sure I get on everything would be Armor Expert and Roadhog. You have to have those two. Your Riker did good on Hunting Grounds? I'm surprised. Adrian, huh? I'm not sure Adrian's here today. 500 hit points on the Orochi. That's not a lot of hit points. I'm tired today. I got the yawns. Oh yeah, Fenrir with a cudgel and hammer is awesome. Especially in Diamond League. Do you happen to have the Bernadette Wolf pilot on it? If you've got Bernadette on that, I bet that is just brutal. The enemies probably absolutely hate you. They're probably like, oh my god, it's destroying me. Well, it's not the first time I've been called Adrian, so it's all good. I've been called Adrian, I've been called Manny, I've been called Tony, so. Sometimes people forget whose stream they're on, I guess. Mender with Mace and Cudgel. That would definitely be a good build. If you know how to play the Mender, that is. I don't. I suck at it. There's a handful of bots in the game that I just never do well with. Mender is one of them. Kron says, Danny, do you like Little Big Robots? Well, I mean, yes and no. It's a cool little game, but it's not something I would play every day. It's something that I might get on like once or twice a month and mess around with, you know what I mean? Well, truth is, I probably downloaded this game like 2 years ago, maybe a year ago, and I've probably got less than like 20 or 30 games on it in total, so I hardly ever play it. But I do like it. I do like it. Hey, Space Time, how's it going? Yeah, I would say that's actually a good skill. So, it's not 30% wait, I'm sorry. I don't remember exactly how many defense points you get. I think it's what, 20 or 30 defense points? So 100 defense points is 50% damage resistance. 20 defense points is something like 19.5, I think. Defense points scale really weirdly. In order to get 90% damage resistance, you need to have 900 defense points. Serious Gamer says, I spent real money building Mender and I just can't play it. So have you spent a lot of time trying? Because a lot of bots, though, do take some time to learn. Sometimes all you really got to do is just keep playing it, and eventually you'll get better with it. But one of my problems is I change bots around so much since I make YouTube videos. I don't really get a whole lot of playtime on a lot of stuff. There's some things I put it in, I play it for like a day or two, then I move on to something else. So Andrew says, you're joking me right now, Mr. Knight. Mark II Revenant and Mark II Seraph, would they be good for Diamond? Yeah, they would. I mean, Revenant's not as good as it used to be. Seraph is still performing really well at the moment. So yeah, Seraph would be excellent. Revenant, well, I think it would be great down there in Diamond, but it's not doing as well in Champion League right now. Okay, so Space Time, personally, I don't really like the ice rockets because they have a really long reload time, like really long. They do nice damage, but I don't prefer that setup myself. Now, the one thing I do like the ice rockets on the back of Falcon, you can put 2 of those ice rockets for his backup weapons. And that's pretty darn good, but overall, I'm not a big fan of the ice rockets. So what you really want to do is find out how a weapon performs in the higher leagues before you start working on it, because if it doesn't perform great in the higher leagues, it might not be worth building. But I mean, it depends on what... I mean, if you're down there in Silver League or Diamond League, yeah, those ice rockets would probably be great, but... thing when you get up into Masters and Champions, things get tough up there. Dark Knight, are you using glaciers on Behemoth? That would probably be a pretty crazy build, actually. Yeah, Ember and Blaze is better than the Toxin in my opinion. Toxin used to be a very good weapon, but lately they're not performing well. One thing about this game is things do change constantly. One weapon may be awesome today, and then 2 weeks later, when they change it, it may or may not still be good, so... there's a lot of things get changed on this game. Whew. 12:45. We got about 15 more minutes left, everybody. 15 more minutes. I'm out of energy today, guys. I apologize for that. I apologize. Hold on, I'm watching a YouTube short about an alien attacking a goat or something like that. An alien attacking a goat. Okay. That was a really crappy YouTube short. There's a lot of weird stuff on YouTube, guys. What will happen after 15 minutes? Well, that is top secret information. I probably can't tell you. If I did tell you, I don't know if it would go very well. The CIA would show up and, well, you probably don't want that to happen, right? You don't want that to happen. What am I talking about? I don't know. I'm actually really tired still. I'm out of it today. Normally, I don't get this tired for a couple more hours. But today, I am quite tired. Don't do what, my friend? Nightcrawler says the Men in Black would show up. What's up, Nightcrawler? How you doing? Alright, so the video of the short where the alien was attacking the goat was actually pretty weird. It was pretty freaky. But it was probably some sort of like thing somebody made up. You know what I mean? Most of that stuff is all fake. It's all fake, guys. I mean, I would love for some of that stuff to be real, but yeah, it's pretty much fake. Serious Gamer says, this is Danny right now. Are you saying I'm a Red Dead guy? There was a YouTube short about a goat being attacked by an alien. And of course it was supposed to be real, but I don't think it was. What is my favorite song? Well, that's a very interesting thing. My favorite song is probably... Man, I like a lot of songs. I don't really have favorites on a lot of things, but... I'm trying to think. One song that's been stuck in my head a lot lately is Sorrow by Bad Religion. That is a good song. Nope, not an illegal alien. It was a weird black shadow creature thingy. A weird shadow creature thingy dingy. I don't know what it was, honestly, I don't know what it was, but yeah. It was quite weird. That's all I'm going to say. Do I think the Stellar Prisma is OP? Sorta. Problem with the Prisma is the reload times are a little long and you got to be really far back for it to work properly. I don't actually like playing the Prismas, but a lot of people do. But yeah, there's a lot of Prisma fans out there. It's not really my deal, but yeah. You guys may love the Prismas, I don't know. Do I like Android or iOS better? Well, in general, I'm not a fan of the company Apple, so I don't buy iOS products. They've done a lot of things that I think is kind of shady, so I don't really deal with them. I stay away. So yeah, I like Android. My opinion on tanking. All right, so if you intentionally move down into the lower leagues to where you're just beating up on players that don't stand a chance because you have much higher level stuff, that's pretty crappy. That takes the fun away for a lot of other players and makes certain people quit the game, so tanking is not a cool deal. Unfortunately, a lot of people do it, but I don't advise it. It's not the right thing to do. Space time? Yeah, I know, Manny. What about him, my friend? Anything specific or? Alright, so Nightcrawler says I do see S-Clan players in Upper Expert and Masters League. Well, I wouldn't worry about them being in the S-Clan. I would be more worried about what level the stuff they're running is. Because honestly, clan rank doesn't mean anything other than, hey, my clan is rank this. That's it. So I don't really pay much attention to clan rankings or anything like that. But if somebody's like down there in Expert League and they're all maxed out with Mark III stuff, well, they shouldn't really be there, so. Dark Knight, what question, my man? Oh, I think I see it. How many shots would it take to kill a amino? A-M-I-N-O? Are you saying minos? I don't know what an amino is, and if a robot had 4 alpha slots, yeah, I mean, that's not really a question I can answer. That would just be like guessing and speculation, honestly, so I really don't know. I have no good answer for that one, unfortunately. Do I like underground hip-hop? I don't know what underground hip-hop is. I'm guessing probably not. Now, I used to like hip-hop from the late 80s and early 90s, but I don't really like any of the newer hip-hop that I've heard. Maybe some of the stuff from the early 2000s, but when hip-hop started turning into songs like Do the Stanky Leg, I said, no, thank you. Do the stinky leg. Do the stinky leg. Do the stinky leg. I mean, come on. Who came up with that? And how did that become a popular song? I don't get it. I really don't get it. How would that become a popular song, guys? Do the stanky leg. And if I remember correctly, there were no other lyrics to that song. I think he just repeated that over and over. I could be wrong, but that's what I remember. How many hackers have I seen? Well, I haven't seen any of the crazy hackers recently. Like the full-blown hackers that you know for sure they're hacking, like where they have the robots that fly and go under the map and stuff. I haven't seen any of those in quite a while, to tell you the truth. How much time is left on the stream? Not very much, guys. We got a couple more minutes. Couple more minutes left, and that's about it. So if you guys got some sort of questions, you might want to get those in now. Stream is almost over. Alright, so Space wants to know if the overdrive unit is useful. Yes and no. I mean, it's nice to get the extra damage, but the problem is you have to lose so much health before it kicks in, so running one nuclear amplifier is way better than running some overdrives. Now, if you don't have any nuclear amplifiers and you do have some overdrives, they're probably worth running. Depends on the robot, I guess. Best drone to run with the Erebus. I would probably go with a paralysis. The paralysis will give you damage and some defense points, so I think that would be a good one. My guess, if you're using the Erebus, you're probably going for damage, right? You're probably trying to do a high damage build. Grady White wants to know, are fortifiers worth running? Depends on the robot, but yes. I like fortifiers very much on robots with physical shields or yellow shields. Best drone for the Typhon. I think the Deltaki would be a great Typhon drone. I think the Paralysis would be a great Typhon drone. Possibly a Reviver. If you find that your Typhon is dying really quickly, a Reviver might be a cool thing to put on there. But I would think Deltaki or the Paralysis would be the two top choices for that one. I think fortifiers on Typhon are very nice. If you're playing Typhon from a distance, I really do like the fortifiers. They really help make that shield strong. So one of my top picks for Typhon is running 3 fortifiers or 2 fortifiers in the last stand. Or one nuclear amplifier and 2 fortifiers. I mean, I'm not sure what exactly I would run at the moment because I haven't played my Typhon since the drone rework. So I would probably have to play around with the modules a little bit. But I have played the Typhon. I just haven't had much time on it, so. I mean, Typhon is a really awesome mid-range robot. Nightcrawler says the cost to upgrade the drones is disappointing. Definitely can be. What's my favorite skin on any robot? I don't know. My favorite skin. I'm actually not sure. I'm trying to think about it, if there's a certain skin that I really like a lot, but I can't really think of anything offhand, to tell you the truth. There's a lot of really cool paint jobs. Now, one of my favorite looking special edition robots would be the Arachnid Invader. And I love the Eldritch Ares. Those two look awesome. Yeah, Kron, that may eventually happen. We don't know for sure. Scorpion is definitely worth building. Scorpion is an awesome little robot. It takes a little bit to get used to, and you need to find weapons that deal damage really quickly so you can teleport in there, hit really hard, and then leave as quickly as possible before they can turn around and start to damage you. So if you can play a Scorpion correctly, it is awesome. Oh yeah, the Kitsumi Harpy is awesome. They did such a good job on that special edition robot. I think they nailed that one, honestly. Alright, Scorpion with a Niter and Blaze would be okay. Personally, I think those take too long to unload the ammo, but they would definitely work. I don't think that's a bad choice, but I don't think it's a perfect choice either. But it would definitely work. Yeah, I mean, the Cryos are okay. They're not the best weapons, but they would definitely work on the Scorpion. Like with the Scorpion, you can get in there, unload the ammo, and leave, and then you'll probably be okay with the longer reload times. So that might not be so bad, honestly. I don't think I've played that any times lately, but I would say that's probably one of the few robots that I would actually play those weapons on. But yeah, I think that would be okay. Nightcrawler runs the Harpy. Yeah, Harpies are really cool. I like Harpies a lot. Grady says, what's the most cups you had in one season? Grady, I don't really look at my cups, man. I have no idea how many cups I currently have. I don't know how many I ended with last season. No idea. I don't pay attention. To me, that's really not important, so. The last couple of seasons has been a little bit rough on the cups, though. I will say that. I know I haven't been doing as well as normal. They've been making it hard on us on the cups on the last couple of seasons. The red guys have been kicking our butts, honestly. Not like every single game, but man. I had a pretty bad spell of a losing streak for a few days there. That was rough, man. So Dylan, they've been banning a lot of hackers, but the problem is more and more people keep hacking, or I don't know. They've definitely banned hundreds of hackers. If you notice, you don't see anywhere near as many of the like hardcore hackers around. I actually haven't seen a hardcore hacker in a while. What drone would I run with Demeter? I think Nebula would be nice on Demeter. I think Pirellis would be a great choice, and I think Beak would be a great choice. Now, if you find yourself constantly teleporting in really, really close to the enemies, a whiteout might be a nice choice as well. But if you find you're teleporting to teammates and there's not a bunch of enemies right next to them, then the whiteout's not going to be a lot of a help. So I think the whiteout's kind of situational on that robot, but it actually does very good. It's not perfect, but in a lot of situations, whiteout would be awesome. Loki is, well, it's not for everybody. Loki's not for everybody. Not every player is going to like the Loki. But I personally like the Loki a lot. I think it's a really good robot if you play it correctly. I mean, you're basically going to run from beacon to beacon and try and steal all the beacons. It's not a robot to fight other players with. So don't really try to brawl with it. Don't expect to get a bunch of damage with it. Just expect to get a bunch of beacons with it. And if you play it that way, you'll have a really good time, I think. But yeah, I mean, Loki can be very, very good if played correctly. All right, everybody. I think that's pretty much going to wrap the stream up. I do believe our stream time is up here, and I got to get going and get some other stuff done for the day. Got a bunch of junk I gots to do. I want to say thank you all for coming out. You guys are amazing. It was very fun to be here and hang out with you guys all the time. Sorry I was a little on the tired side today, so some days I'm a little tired and a little bit out of it, but it's still a lot of fun. But yeah, thanks everybody. You guys are amazing. All the channel members, thank you. Anybody who ever donates, thank you. And everybody who watches the videos and hangs out and all that stuff. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate y'all a lot. So thanks for being here, guys. And gals, hope y'all have a great day. I'll be back on Thursday with the gameplay live stream and Saturday with the gameplay live stream. So hope to see you there. Be on the lookout for a video for the Phantom. The Phantom and the Falcon. And I should have another big giveaway coming up here pretty soon. Don't know exactly what it is yet, but I will find out. But stay tuned for all that good stuff, and we will catch you next time, alright? Have an awesome day, everybody. Lightning out. Catch you later. See ya.